Hey guys, it's John, small town, small time bookseller, and I'm here because I sold some books. And so when I do that, I will come here and tell you all about it. So I don't like to do any garage sale videos. I don't do any yard sale videos. I don't do any GoPros at the Goodwill Bins, looking at my hands, strangely impressed at moments and in spots by the desolate and for the most part lonely character of the region. No, in fact, I'm quite impressed with the region for the most part. But I'll sell some books, and then I'll tell you about them. So I'm going to tell you what I sold, and then I do want to tell you about a pickup I got at the Goodwill Bins last week, which it was interesting, so that was worth telling you about. So let's get into what's sold in the last, since the last video. I think I had 14 books. I forgot to add up the total. I'm sorry. I'll put it up and it'll be in the title. I apologize for that. I usually tell you the total and the average book per sale. It's not going to be above $25 like I usually like it to be, but it won't be. I can just tell by these. It's got a lot of lower valued books, but some interesting ones. So let's get into it. First one I sold, $8. The Soul Winner by C.H. Spurgeon. And so I've actually sold quite a few books by Spurgeon. I think it's Charles Spurgeon. I'm pretty sure it's a religious writer. It might even be like sermons. I honestly can't remember. But I get these a lot. And so this is one that was a softback. It wasn't in the best shape. It'd been sitting for a while. And so I took an offer of $8 on this one to get it off the shelf. But as we all know, religion sells. So Spurgeon is a name that if you, I've sold some really nice hardback copies and, gold leafed and things like that. So he's a good one. All right. So the next one, let's do Getting to Maybe, $10. This is a good purchase. I got 5 of these for, I don't know, it's probably 40, 50 cents a piece. And I've sold all of them now for $10. They sold pretty quickly, and that was my last one of Getting to Maybe. So if you do happen to see some of those, out in the ditch or something, just wash them off, take them home, and sell them. The next one could be this one. Let's do this one. The Illuminati in the Music Industry. $10 went to Ohio. See a title like that, you're going to pick it up. The Illuminati in the Music Industry. Got to check on that one. It wasn't a great, huge sell. I kind of thought it'd be worth more than that. But I'll take $10 for, probably got that one for 33 cents. And where are we going to go after this? Ooh, let's do this one. Forest Feast Mediterranean, $11. Slowly creeping up in the old value. So this one's $11. Forest Feast Mediterranean. Here's another one in a topic that sells pretty well, pain relief. So this was Zero Pain Now workbook. This sold for $12. I've sold books on knee pain, back pain, alleviating it, not like how to cause it. That would be, might sell as well as also, but these are like alleviating pain, and those do sell quite well. Where are we going next? SAT grammar, $16. So, hey, let's do this one too while we're at it. And then I had the ACT Made Simple for $15. So this ACT Made Simple, I actually sold one of those last week, and I had another one, and it sold this week. Several SAT, ACT, this must be the time of year where kids are studying for that, I guess, because they've been selling quite well, those particular books lately. So we're up to $16. Let's see where we're going to go next. I missed this one. This is $12.50, an industry worth fighting for. This was actually about the dairy farming industry, and it's interesting that it went to Wisconsin, which I associate with dairy farms and cheese. So it's interesting that this book did go to Wisconsin for $12.50. All right, next, Views from On High, $19. This was a book about fire tower trails in the Adirondacks and the Catskills. So, and it did go somewhere out east in that direction. So I can't remember exactly where it went to. Might have been New Josi of all places. I'm not sure. 19 bucks. What's going to be next? I think this one, $23.50 for the Native American Herbalist's Bible. And I have sold several of these as well. This is a good one. If you see Native American Herbalist's Bible, it'll sell. I've sold probably 3 or 4, maybe, of those. And this was a good one, $25 for the Cattle Kings of Texas. I remember getting this one at the Goodwill Bins. So that would have been a 33-cent one. And it just went right down the road, about 30, 35 minutes from here. So for $25. Intentional interviewing and counseling, $29.95. Another subject that sells well is counseling, social emotional learning, things like that. It really do sell quite well. And then, is this my last one? Let me see if I checked them all off. Yes, so the high sale in the books this week was this one, Pan America's Pacific Pioneers, $33.83, and that was kind of cool because it went to a military base in Germany, so that was kind of neat. So those are all my books for the week, and at this point, I better start selling something, or I won't have anything to make a video about next week because it has been slow, like a molasses off a cat's back. So then I had my 2 Naughty books that I sold this week were the same thing. I sold 2 of them, and they were the last 2 that I had. This Olive Union Pro 2-in-1 hearing and Bluetooth music aids. They sold for $115 each. So I had 4 of these total. I'm not sure if I might have already claimed to have sold more than 2, because I did sell 2 this last week. I think one of them sold, and then they canceled the order, and so then I sold it again. I think that's what happened. But anyways, I had 4 of them in total. I paid $8 each, and I sold each one of them for $115, and they sold quickly. And I had one guy, so I sold 2 of them at this point for $115, and somebody offered me $30, and I messaged back. I declined, but with a message, and I said, hey, I've sold 2 of these in the last week for $115, so for now I'm going to try to stick to my asking price and see how it goes. Send it. Immediately get back $40 offer. So then I realized, I don't know if people don't, maybe there's some kind of a setting where you can automatically reply without reading the message. And so then I just declined. And then a little while later, it was a $60 offer. And again, this time I put in another message saying, no. Actually, no. I actually gave him $100. I took $15 off. Is it all right? You want it? $100. He declined it. So then the next day is when I got the $60 offer. And I, again, messaged back saying, no, I'm going to hold out, And then not long after that, somebody bought it for the $115. And then I sold both of my last 2 for $115 each. So that was one of the better buys that I've had in quite a while. All right. So that's the sales for the week. Not awesome, but keeping me busy. So I wanted to show you a pickup that I had at the Goodwill Bins. So the Goodwill Bins up in Houston, their books are 3 for $1. Excuse me. And it started off as kind of a frustrating day because one of the crazy bookseller guys was there, who's really friendly to talk to. He's a really nice guy. But then as soon as the new bins come out, he's got his cart there, and he's just grabbing him by the armful. He's grabbing everything he possibly can get, throwing him in his cart, and then he goes over and scans. So it's very awkward to try and grab something when he's literally just pushing people away and grabbing everything he possibly can. So he was there when I first got there, so I was kind of getting things that don't have barcodes. I was going through, and I was finding a few things here and there, but not a lot. Well, he left, and after he left, they brought out a cart full of books, well, quite a few books. And I went over there, and I was the only one interested in them, and it was like I'd gone to heaven. So there were a bunch of military books. I wanted to show you what I got. I picked up 118 books that day, so it was like $40 roughly for 118 books, and most of them were military. So there's this stack right here. See this? These are the P-51 Mustang, P-47 Thunderbolt, the P-40 Warhawk. each one of these has either the cheapest one is like $15 and the higher ones are $40, either sold, or if none have sold, they're listed. But most all of these have sold copies in the $15 to $25 range. So there's, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's like 10 of those. Thought about putting them in a lot, but because I didn't see very many lots listed, I listed them separately. And we'll see what happens. If anything sells pretty soon, I will probably, I might lot them up and see if they can get rid of them that way. So some other things that were in, there's like this color schemes and markings, U.S. Navy aircraft, 1911 to 1950. Cool book. There's, I don't know if these have any much value at all. I mean, I looked them up at the time, but some of these, artillery tactics, 1939, 1945. There's a lot of just individual, let's see, armor models. And then there's this whole series of these. Get into these over here. Naval fighters. So things like the F9F Cougar. And these are these naval fighters this is number 69. And then here's number 74, the P5M patrol seaplane. Isn't that cool? So I haven't listed these yet. I'm probably going to do these separately as well. Again, every one of these had comps for, I don't know, $20, $30, $40. A few of them more, a few of them less. But, there's just tons and tons of this stuff. And then there was, check out these. This is another whole series that look like this. P-51 Mustang, the OV-1 Mohawk, and there's, how many is that? 15 maybe, something like that. Probably put these up in a lot. These were more like in the $8 to $10 each. So maybe do a lot of those. And I'm looking, I've got another stack over here of like a 6-inch stack of more. Fascinating. Oh, one of them, I should have grabbed that one, I'm sorry. It was called Jeep Volume 1. And none on eBay. And the ones that I saw on, it was either Amazon or somewhere else, was selling for like $100. So I put it up for like $100. Jeep Volume 2, not as valuable, but Volume 1 is in really good shape. So there was a ton of magazines from the 60s, military magazines from the 60s and 70s. I didn't get those. There are hundreds of things there, just hundreds. And I kind of, I couldn't spend all my money, even at $3 for $1. I was still, I was already up to $40 right there. So just had to share that with you guys. It was really fun. I hope, like I said, the only thing I've listed so far is this stack right here. And then I need to get through the rest of these and decide how I'm going to list those. But they're really cool. And so I'm hoping that military aircraft is going to sell. We'll see. If it does or not, I will let you know. Hopefully I'll be talking about these every week for a while, about which one sold. So anyhow, I think that's all I've got for today. Appreciate everything. Had a great run with a lot of new subscribers about a week ago. Most of my videos usually get around 80, 100 views. And if I get over 100, I'm like, woo, 100 views, yeah, boy! And then I had one video that has like over 7,500 views. And so if you watch that one and you subscribed, I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you doing that as well. So I am getting close to 700 subscribers. I think I'm at like 680 right now, something like that. And so thanks again for the support. Hope you like it. Comment, subscribe, do all those wonderful things, and I'll do it. So anyways, I will see y'all next time. Good luck, and yeah, adios.